Welcome everybody to day 127 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off with Pro Joe, getting some social links progressed as he just gets some points for Ant and then we go over to Noble, who hangs out with Takemi to get her confidant request to get started. Then we watch a movie. Then we go over to Kindly, who works at the shop to increase their kindness and to get the work stuff done. They wanted to get the requests that require us to work, so we get those done. Then we will go over to Gutsy, who goes hang out with Anne at the school roof. We talk about her problems and we deny her romantic advances as we already are on a date. And then we drink some tea with Sojiro. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with the fantasies with billiards, and then go see Oya. So we talk to her, we talk about many different things, and very happy for her. So we help her through her problems. We then head on out. Then we go over to Ren, who hangs out with Makoto during the day, and we get to see Hifumi. Hey Hifumi, great to see you. Then we go over tonight after we've bullied Mishima last time. We make sure he's doing alright, we check on him, and we ended things for today. Thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 128 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off with Pro Joe hanging out with Ryuji and Sojiro to get some points for the social link. Then Noble going to 777 and watching a movie. Then we go over to Kindly, who hangs out with Ryuji as he wanted to get to rank 9. Very well done, Kindly. Then we go hang out with Makoto in the rain. It's a very somber moment as Makoto's worried about her friend. So after we leave, we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out with Hifumi, starting her social link, and, progressing it a little bit. And then we go hang out with Ryuji at the place, getting his social link maxed out. Well done, Ryuji, the GOAT. Then we go over to Charmer, who does his things, hang out with Yusuke, seeing the cool artwork and all that kind of stuff, and are very happy for him as he can get his new thing. And then we also hang out with Jahia. Jahia wants us to change face, so we do so. Thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 129 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off with Pro Joe hanging out with Takemi. Takemi increases guts, and we decided to help her out with her problems, getting the Mementos quest from her. And then we go take a bath to increase her charm and guts. Then we go see Noble, play a video game, and then taking a bath. Everyone likes a nice cool bath, so we then go to Kindly, who hangs out with Ryuji and Akechi. Hey Akechi, great to see you. So after we play games with him, we make our way on out. Bye Akechi. See you later, loser. We then go to Gutsy, who does her training at the gym, and then hangs out with Kawakami. Kawakami needed some emotional support, so we give that to her. So give a nice little chat and see her off. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Yusuke. We help him out with his problems, so after Yusuke breaks into the house and we kind of help him with that, we make sure he's doing alright and very happy he's doing okay. So, thank you Yusuke, great to see you. So, after we're done with all that, we then study to help out with Hifumi's thing. Then we go over to Ren, who works at 777 to get the quest. And then we hang out with Hifumi. Hey Hifumi, great to see you. So, we do that, and thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 130 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We're reaching the end of the Empress Futaba arc, so we start off with Pro Joe watching a movie and then hanging out with Oya to, hang out, talk about their story, and see how she's doing with her case on the corrupted things. And then we go over to Noble, who makes some tools, and then watches a movie. Go over to Kindly, who watches a movie and hangs out with Oya. Then we'll go over to Gutsy, who watches a movie and hangs out with Sojiro. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Makoto, and we max out her social link, as we make sure her friend's doing alright. So we're very happy with ourselves and getting our Makoto, well, not maxed out yet, but we're close. And then we read out LeBlanc. Then we go over to Ren, who hangs out at 777, and then we're at the Shinjuku bar. Then we finally end off the day with Lazy going to Futaba's palace. We're right near the end, so after we get the map from the thief, We get sent down into the dunes and make our way through and start the light puzzle. We find all the will seeds, complete all the puzzles, learn all the sad backstory. We get a bit of a strength confidant started. And, we get all that stuff done. So we get all the social links, we learn all the sad backstory. And Lazy makes it to the final door. Calling card tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 131 of my Persona 5 day tracker. Today we start off with Projo hanging out with Ann Takumi. We get to increase a social link with a party member, so we're very happy with that. And then we make our way out to go read a book. There was not much night activity, so we go over to Noble, who works really hard to increase her charm. Then we go over to Kindly, who hangs out with Kasumi. Kasumi's kind of rare, so, we get her every once in a while when we feel like it, so thank you, Kasumi. Then we go over to Oya. Hey, Oya, how are you doing? Oya occasionally increases our charm, and her skills are useless, so if we got not much else to do, we go hang out with her, so thank you, Oya. Then we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out with Yusuke today. Hey, Yusuke, great to see you. So Yusuke gets a bit of criticism for its art being soulless, so we help him, comfort him, and then we leave. Thank you, Yusuke, and then work at, we see Charmer working at 777 to get the job thing. Then we go over to Ren, who hangs out with Takemi. Hey, Takemi, how are you? So, we make sure Takemi's doing alright, so we get her job request, and then we hang out with Kawakami. Finally, we end it off with Lazy going to Futaba's palace. So, with the help of the Phantom Thieves, we get Futaba to open up, we enter her room, we get a bit of backstory, and then we head into her palace for the final battle. So, after we send the calling card, we make our way inside, fight, and see more Futaba being sad. So, we start our fight with cognitive Wakaba. So, after Futaba gets a bit of trauma dump, and then finally awakens to her persona, we get our big battle, which we finally decide to defeat Wakaba for the final time. So, with Futaba's help, we easily win, and are very happy to see Futaba kind of join the party. So we escape, try and convince Ojiro we're not crazy, and after we get Takemi's help, we can go to bed. Thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 132 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We're almost at the end, so we start out with Projo maxing out Ryuji social link, getting the awakened persona. Pro's very happy, and then he goes hang out with Yoshida to, get the sun social link going, and very happy for himself and getting it to a rank 9. So good job, Pro. Then we go over to Noble, who hangs out with Kasumi. Hey Kasumi, so, we help her out, we pick out some glasses, and, we see that she's doing alright, so we're very happy with ourselves, and then we head on off. Thank you, Kasumi. And then we read a book. Then we go over to Kindly, who watches a movie, and then hangs out with Kawakami. Then we go over to Gutsy, who makes some tools, and then plays billiards. Charmer decides to go get Makoto, maxed out, so we confront the big bully who's been hurting Makoto's friend. We have her break up with them, and we defend Makoto. So we go to the Jinjuku Parlor at day, which is a rare thing for us, and, we see how she's doing. We also deny her relationship advances. And then we watch a movie. Then we finally go to Lazy, no, this is Ren. Ren goes into the palaces to Mementos today, so Ren goes a lot of these quests done. Very happy with himself as he gets through all these quests. I've been letting them stockpile for a while, so, get them done. Go through all the levels, get some money, make a big profit, be very happy with ourselves. I don't got anything to say about each individual Mementos quest. I don't read them. They're kind of boring, and most of them are kind of obviously evil guy does obviously evil stuff, so, they're fine. Kind of wish there was more item collecting quests, and then we'd read a book. Thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 133 of my Persona 5 day tracker. With the help of the Phantom Thieves, we start off today with hanging out at Sojiro's place to enjoy some coffee. Futaba wakes up from her nap after we all helped her. Then we go to her room to talk about how do we take down Medjed. With her help, we kind of just wait around for her to do it. We clean her room, and then we start doing our night activities like reading a book, making coffee, all that kind of stuff to increase our social stats, and, get things moving. We also make curry for the first time. It's an activity we don't do often because it doesn't help many of the skills we like. We also study, watch a movie, and then end it off with going to bed. Thank you all for